Good morning, this is Keloland on the go with all you need to know in news and weather as you start your day.
A Sioux Falls man is waking up behind bars after a standoff with police.
22-year-old Christopher Allen Becker was originally wanted on a warrant for possession of controlled substance. He is also facing charges of obstructing law enforcement and a parole violation.
It all started Wednesday morning at the Stony Hill Apartments near 26th and Sycamore. Police were serving a warrant and learned that Becker had barricaded himself in an apartment.
Police believed he could be armed, so they took precautions. Becker gave up without incident and was taken into custody after about 3 hours.
We have an update from police on a Rapid City shooting. Authorities have now identified a fourth suspect.
Police say shots were fired from a car on North 7th Street Tuesday night. No one was hurt, but several cars and buildings were hit.
Wednesday morning, police located an SUV in Pine Ridge believed to be involved in the shooting. After a short pursuit with the Oglala Sioux Tribe Department of Public Safety, 2 suspects were taken into custody. 18-year-old Tyrell Yellow Thunder and 18-year-old Antoine Long Visitor. Police
say officers also found several guns in the SUV. Authorities say they have reason to believe that 21-year-old DeAndrea Janice and 19-year-old Starla Afraid of Lightning were also inside the SUV at the time of the shooting, though, and police are still searching for both of them.
They are believed to be armed and dangerous. If you have any information on where they are, contact Rapid City Police.
Police arrested a Sioux Falls woman in connection to a crash that sent another woman to the hospital.
27-year-old Jadea M. Tobel is facing a list of charges, including vehicular battery and DWI. Police say it happened just before 10 o'clock Tuesday night in southeastern Sioux Falls.
Authorities say an SUV hit a light pole at the intersection. A 27-year-old passenger was found unresponsive in the SUV.
Police did not have an update on her condition. In court on Wednesday, a judge gave M. Tobel a PR bond, meaning if she stays out of trouble, she'll not be in jail.
Well, now let's get a check on the weather with meteorologist Scott Munt. Good morning, Scott.
Good morning, Summer. Good morning, everybody. We are starting with fog again this morning. That will eventually give way to partly sunny skies and warm temperatures. Numbers today will be well above average, going with a high of 60 in Sioux Falls, 65 in Yankton, 60 in Aberdeen. Look at the 70s showing up in central South Dakota, 72 in Pierre, 73 in Phillip, 67 in Rapid City. Brian will have more details on your forecast coming up, which includes a chance for thunderstorms tonight across the extreme southeast and snow. We'll have more details on your forecast coming up.
Thank you, Scott. A number of local experts gathered at the Emergency Operations Center in Sioux Falls this week for discussion about flood preparedness.
More than 50 people ranging from the Army Corps of Engineers to local meteorologists attended the workshop. With the current lack of snow on the ground, Peter Rogers with the National Weather Service has his eye on the possibility of another type of flooding.
We've seen that many of our major floods in the past decade have actually been summertime floods as opposed to snowmelt springtime floods. And so that adds a whole layer of complexity to it when you have a ton of rain falling in a short amount of time in a very small area. And that's really what we're concerned about in those flash flooding cases where you can get a very rapid rise in the water level.
You can learn how experts are using technology to make better and more timely decisions regarding weather during our Keloland Live Doppler Spring Special on Monday, March 30th at 6:30 p.m.
If people take a trip to downtown Sioux Falls, they can check out a new store offering up unique finds from years gone by.
Fake and Fur Resale opened in the Jones 421 building on March 1st. The store acts as a sort of treasure trove of all of the things owners Chantel and Charles Connolly have collected through the years.
Before the store, the couple used to do vendor shows.
Believe it or not, one of the very first things that sold was a Star Wars model kit that had not ever been opened, and I had won it on Captain 11. So, yep, way back when.
Though you won't find that model kit in their new store, there are still so many other treasures to check out. They're currently open from 11 a.m. to 9 p.m.
It's day 2 of action at the Summit League tournament in Sioux Falls, and the spirit of the tourney is taking over the city.
This year, the city's Art Commission will launch an art project at the Convention Center concourse called Full Court Color Arena to Asphalt. This project will invite kids and families to contribute to basketball-themed drawings in an interactive design lab.
It'll then be developed into custom vinyl basketball backboard installations for 10 parks in Sioux Falls.
Kids are going to get a chance to not only have some fun and design some art at the Summit League, but then they're going to get to see their art living on the backboards in parks across the city so that the Summit League experience will live on.
You can see the full story of how the city is embracing the Summit League tournament with this story on KELOLAND.com.
That's a look at some of our top stories.
Now let's get another Check Your Weather with meteorologist Brian Karstens. Brian?
All right, watching the weather today, it's obviously going to warm up. We've got some fog issues to deal with in the short-term forecast, but even for Aberdeen, that should be able to kind of blend out here as we go through the afternoon. We do expect a south and a southeasterly wind. It'll run over 20. So Pierre, you're going to warm up probably the most today around that 72-degree mark. Sioux Falls right around 60 for a high, which again is much above normal for this time of the year. Now notice what starts changing tonight. First of all, we've got a north wind moving into Rapid City yet this afternoon. That's going to start a cooling trend in the west where some rain showers will break out and eventually will blend in some snow here after midnight. Meanwhile, some showers and thunderstorms will be rumbling across portions of northeast Nebraska into northwestern Iowa. Sioux Falls is probably going to stay north of a lot of that, but we'll get to watch it on our Beersford radar. We'll see if Vermilion and Yankton catch some of that. And then we'll also see how things will transition during the day on Friday, because you'll notice that snow in the west, that's kind of abandoned there. And then there's some other precipitation that might try to pop up off and on during the day. A lot of our moisture, remember this, is tied to how many thunderstorms are occurring to our south and when those are going to ignite. Obviously, that plays a direct role in our weather conditions here. We are monitoring, though, the chance of a sloppy coating of snow. Temperatures dropping through the 20s and 30s as we end the day northwest of Sioux Falls. So I think that there's a setup here for some snow. Obviously, too, we could even end the afternoon with new thunderstorm development in northwestern Iowa. So it's going to kind of keep us on our toes tomorrow with the variability in the weather as things are changing. Here's another regional look at things, and you can see the detection of thunderstorms in the morning across Iowa, and then the anticipation is we'll clear those, get a warm up big time, probably near Omaha or east and south toward Kansas City, and that'll set up more severe weather to our south. We'll be on the north side of it, and we'll deal with those lingering elements of snow chances into early Saturday morning. There's that severe weather risk. If you're traveling south tomorrow, please take note of that. That could be a tornado outbreak across parts of northeastern Kansas and northwest Missouri. Highs today, a lot of 60s and 70s out there. Your 7-day forecast after a brief dip on temperatures Friday night and Saturday morning. Friday or Saturday afternoon could even get back close to 50. And then look at Sunday and Monday. A lot of 60s return. And it looks like Aberdeen will also get warmer early next week, returning to the 50s. Now, there is another cold front sitting out there by Tuesday and Wednesday. We'll keep watching that. I think right now it's safe to say that Pierre and Rapid City will also cool down toward day 6 and day 7. But right now, Sunday, 70 in Pierre and 72 in Rapid City. That's your weather. A lot of details online at KELOLAND.com.